Hey, good morning everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Today's the big day. So we got over the hump of February 13th being the #1 day for breakups in the world. Isn't that crazy? The day before Valentine's is the #1 day that relationships break up the most often. Hey, good morning Jeffrey. It's good having you, buddy. So now that we're over that, and we're moving on with life, I want to talk to you this morning about the power of love. Man, I'm telling you, 80s rock, 80s music is the greatest music of all time. Yep, my opinion, but I believe it. And you can't help but love Huey Lewis and the News, and all of their songs and music was just fabulous from the 1980s. So rock on, all my 80 fans. I am proud to be an 80s kid. Good morning, Frank. So Huey Lewis wrote a song called The Power of Love. And it's actually an excellent song, not only just in music, but lyrically it's just a fun song. But the truth is, I want to dig deeper on this Valentine's Day talking about love, because today is the big day where we set out to try to charm the ones that we love and make it special. And you know, the truth is, every day is Valentine's Day. It's just that we observe Valentine's, or this day of love, on the 14th of February. Good morning, Brian. So that's all well and good, but I want to encourage you, make every day a day of love. So talking about the power of love. Now, I mentioned this yesterday, so I'm going to mention it again. When I mention the statement that we use so often in our culture, making love, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Yep. First thing you think of is sex. And you know, the incredible thing is that love is so much more than an act that happens between the sheets of a bed. Love, if we're going to talk about making love and the power of love, there is so much more to it than just those ideas. Good morning, Sandra. Here's what I want to encourage you with. Good morning, Ruben. Here's what I want to encourage you with this morning. Our English language is a very loose, non-precise language. Matter of fact, many people who are foreigners, good morning, Shama, and who study the English language have a difficult time with the way we use our words many times in the English, because to them they just don't make sense because of the true meaning of the word. Let me give you a couple of examples. For instance, here in America and in the West, we may use the word cool to mean I really like something, or that's pretty awesome, or that looks good. And when in reality, the word cool literally means cool temperatures, like this morning here in Albuquerque, Rio Rancho. It's kind of cool this morning, a little chilly. That's the proper use of the word cool. But we may use it as in, wow, that's some cool hair. That is a really cool car you're driving, or that is a cool baseball cap you got on your head. And some people might think, what do they mean cool? Because how can that be a cool temperature, if you will? Good morning, sweetheart. You know, I'm going to use another one, and please don't take, I'm not trying to be vulgar here or profane. I'm just using this as an example to get to the point of what I want to say this morning. So another term of words that we use kind of profanely, but in trying to express something we really like. I don't use these words, but many Westerners do. And somebody might really like something, and so they might say, man, that's bad ass, right? Or others might say, you know, I'm going to go out and kick ass. Okay. So again, I'm not trying to be profane, so don't throw anything at me. But let's think about it for a moment. There are people who don't understand the English language, and they're thinking when you're saying something that you really like, or you're going to go out and do something really big, that what you're saying is, that's a bad donkey. or I'm going to go out and kick a donkey. And it doesn't make sense to them. That's my point. That's what I want to get to this morning. Because when it comes to love and the power of love, there is a language that is incredible. And here's what I want to talk to you when it comes to the power of love this morning. There is a powerful quote that a man made nearly 2,000 years ago. And this quote is amazing. It is probably one of the most powerful statements ever made in human history. And here's the statement that is made. No greater love has any man than he lay down his life for his friend. Wow, that's pretty powerful. That statement was made by none other than Jesus Christ. And he listen to it again. This is what he said. He said, there is no greater love. There is no greater. There is no love that is greater than this kind of love. And this kind of love is the kind of love that you are willing to lay down your own life for your friends. So let's break that down for just a moment here. Okay? So there is no greater love in the world. In all of human history, there's none greater. And this love is actually sacrificial. It's not give me, it's I give to you. I sacrifice myself for you. And he says that this love is for a friend. Well, who's a friend? You might think, well, that's someone you hang out with at work. Good morning, Lisa. It might be someone that you spend more time with. But this word love, friend, is all-encompassing. It means your spouse, your enemy, your neighbor, your coworker, your boss, your best friend, the person you get along with the most, the person you don't get along well with. You see, there's no greater love than this, that you lay down your life. And so in America, when we use the words making love, we're talking about what we see from movies and what we hear in songs, and that means let's go have sex. That's not love. That's just not love. It's a part of love. And so in this language that is so rich and so precise, it's the Greek language. The word for that kind of love is eros. And eros is the kind of love, when it is used properly, that is that sensual, intimate love between a husband and wife that is held in that sacred covenant moment of relationship between a man and his woman, his wife, and in that sacredness of marriage, not outside of it, not before it, not after it, whatever, but in that holy matrimony, if you will, that when you come together, you're bringing two lives together, and it is erotic, it is sensual, it is tantalizing, it is wonderful, it is beautiful, and all those things. But in our culture, when we say making love, we're actually talking about eros, which is just a very small part of love. But there's another word in the Greek language, and it's called, and it is phileo. You might know it better as Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. And what that word truly means is that I have a love of friendship, that I genuinely bring you into my life. I care for you as if you are my own, and I'm going to walk this life with you, whether it's your spouse, your children, a friend, a coworker, someone that you admire and hang out with. You're telling that person, I truly love you dearly. You're like a brother to me, and we're going to have this friendship for a lifetime. And whatever is yours is mine, and whatever is mine is yours. We're going to interchange our lives to have this power that can help carry us through the difficult times in life. That's that brotherly kind of love. But then the one that Jesus was actually speaking of is the final one, and it's called agape. And this word agape is so incredible because, number one, it's unconditional. In other words, there's no string attached. No matter what you do, no matter what happens in life, I am going to love you sacrificially, and I'm going to lay my life down for you because you are my friend. There is no greater love. In other words, I'm not going to have any strings attached to this. I'm simply going to commit to love you no matter what. Good morning, Gabriel. And that's a powerful love. So that when you understand this quote from Scripture that says, there is no greater love than this, that you lay down your life for your friend, Man, doesn't that make a difference on this day of love? Isn't that the true power of love? Yeah, isn't that really making love something that you build over time, not an act you do between the sheets? Listen, everybody, that's the power of love. Our world needs this kind of love. It's not selfish. It's not mine. It's always willing to give away. I want to encourage you with those words today. I know I went a little long, but I encourage you that you take this to action today. Let's go spread the love. Would you like and share so that we can spread love around the world today and encourage someone on what the power of love truly is? Thanks, Huey Lewis. You're on to something big. Good morning, Amy. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you right back here again tomorrow. God bless. Take care.